open session public meetings are subject to being recorded. Your image and voice will be recorded. We are calling meeting to order at 6:30. So, Asphalt Regional Consortium, I know that there is a November 12th gathering. I wanted to sort of gauge who wanted to go to that. Do you want to go again, or?
What day is
It's-
the 12th, actually? Let me look at that.
12th of November?
Yeah, and it's like in the morning. And they do tend to be interesting, but I will probably post a meeting regardless, because I don't know where Beth will be, and there's always the possibility 3 of us could end up there.
I mean, we could RSVP it, and if it's only
Okay.
2, it's, you know, 2.
Alright, so I can RSVP for you and I, and maybe Beth. And I don't know are you interested, are you working, or?
I am probably not gonna go to that. I'm interested, but I probably can't.
I got the agenda from me. Grab it.
And I'm assuming Cassie doesn't wanna go.
Yeah, the topics are, when community defines affordable, participatory approach to housing, and 5 easy pieces of zoning reform.
And we don't have anything else from them, right, at this point, cause there haven't really been any meetings or anything.
That's it, and then I think it's gonna go with January or something.
Okay.
I think it. But yeah, I can.
And we have to pay our bill to them, so if I could get a motion to pay our bill.
Move to pay our bill.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so somebody have a pen? Okay, no CPA update because Beth is not here. Down payment assistance program, I know I sent that over, I just got that this morning, so, there wasn't much in the way of things that we really needed to decide unless people had,
I had a question on 3.2, principal residence. Says assisted households are required to occupy the home acquired as their principal residence until they sell or transfer the property, even after the loan is given?
Absolutely.
Forgiven. Because down here, which one said it, it seemed to be different.
Down where?
Repayment requirements, each year on the anniversary date, 20% of the loan is forgiven. At the end of the 5 years, the loan is completely forgiven.
Oh, right.
And the
That
homeowner
contradicts itself.
receives a discharge of mortgage to be recorded. The property is sold, transferred, or no longer used before the 5th anniversary, or was required to pay that balance.
okay, so 3.2 had, assisted required to occupy the home. Till they sell or transfer the property.
So,
Yeah, I like it to be for the entirety of.
the loan.
No, I want it to be as long as they're there, that they own it, because if it then becomes an investment property after 5 years, that's a pretty good darn deal.
Okay.
It's 0% and
Okay.
completely forgiven.
Can an affordable be can you turn that into, with the deed restrict?
But this is down payment assistant.
Oh, okay,
Is it
yep.
not necessarily, doesn't necessarily
They
have to be affordable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 3.2 and 4.3, it needs to remain primary residence.
Or what, you know what I mean, like, if the loan's forgiven after 5 years, what's the recourse? If in 10 years then they rent it,
Yeah, I mean, after the discharge of
You don't
mortgage,
have any
it's not,
recourse.
like, we can't really hold them to it after the loan,
and what
after
is the
the
enforcement policy of that anyway?
discharge.
Of what,
Yeah, how do you enforce that they don't rent it after year 1, or?
I don't know that we would know. I don't know that we can police at that level. I don't know that we wanna police at that level. I think there's, I mean,
It's really like, even like for me and what I have, no one is gonna be like checking yearly on whether.
Yeah,
But if it's found out that I am renting, then they can do whatever they said in our agreement,
but I mean, if they put a kid in school, that's pretty easy. You live at this address, that's one of our, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
it's not that hard.
yeah. I'm gonna argue that if we're gonna do this, we're gonna need to have a certain level of trust, because I don't want to be policing this. And it's, if you're going through the amount of trouble that this is gonna take,
yeah, the majority don't, right?
I agree, but
There's,
that's a good question.
there's occasionally people who will live there and rent a room, right? But other than that, and I don't really begrudge people doing that either, right?
but it's certainly a question, we can ask Emily about, just to see what sort of the precedent is of what, so we can ask her about it, and then I will also point out that 3.2 and 4.3 need to be in alignment, because they're not right now. What else do you have?
And we're looking at optional optional 1 and optional 2, are they both?
I had an option 3 also, so. That combines option 2 and option 3 into a,
I like them both, but 2 seems a little harsher, so if we could.
I haven't even had a chance to read this thing. I didn't see options.
it is in,
3rd page.
2.5,
Uh,
optional text number 1, optional
Got it.
text number 2.
That's good. I like that
Better?
better.
Okay.
Did you give a copy to everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. I want all my documents to be delivered at this point font, because I don't have to squint at it or hold it way out here to read it. Like, this is perfect.
And on that note too, I did, I was gonna bring you a copy and I forgot it, but I did make the teeny tiny little plan of the thing. I did cut it out. I made it a JPEG, cut it out, made it bigger in Word. So it's probably a little fuzzy, but it's at
Bigger.
least bigger.
Readable.
Yeah, I did not have time for that the other day.
Oh, that's good, nice. And I have your originals in the car, for the extra copies or whatever.
I have
But they
all
might be
of
able
it.
to, digital version,
Maybe.
bigger,
I
legibly.
can ask. I know you're gonna be shocked, but all I did, I took both of them, put them in ChatGPT, said, please give me the pros and cons of these. How could we make this better? And it said we could combine them and you could get the best things from both. I'm like, awesome, let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you need anything from us, a motion or anything
Well,
like that?
probably not until the end, but if you'll tell me you're okay with
I
option.
would really like to read this.
Yeah, well, that's what.
I don't know
Okay.
if I'll have it read tonight,
Okay.
having not, so maybe we can do it next time.
Okay. Yeah, and feel free to.
Because when I left the last meeting, I was tossed around and I wanna review that a little better.
Yeah, we don't have to make any decisions tonight.
About the length of time and, of the forgiveness, but, alright. But that, I like how that kind of combined them.
Yeah, we're not gonna approve the final document for a bit here yet, so
Yeah.
it's really just getting feedback on what she's done already. Okay, so I will put that on the next agenda but I will, we should have another copy of it with the 3.2 and 4.3 fixed.
So the average sales price was $660,
Yeah,
which is,
but that said, our thing would work for 7 out of the 14 properties, which seems right about median of the, yeah. So I think we're in good shape with those numbers based on that. How did I got a brief text from Beth that said everything went okay at the informational meeting. It was good.
Actually great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Beth did such a great job.
Yeah.
She basically presented everything, answered questions. She did fantastic.
Yep.
Right on point. I can't remember the woman's name. Cameron?
We got somebody different, which I
Yeah.
didn't realize until
Yeah.
afterwards. I got an email after I was already in the meeting.
She did
so.
fantastic.
She was
Okay.
great.
She didn't have the historic presentation that Carolyn had brought. She had a snapshot of it though, and that wasn't a problem at all. But
That does not take a USB drive, it only takes a computer hookup, so next time, let anybody who needs do a presentation know that it has to be on the computer.
yeah, so
Okay.
she had brought some sheets and
Yeah,
we
they didn't-
copied.
Yeah,
what
they didn't
things.
ask for
Yeah.
anything, so.
Yeah, no, I thought it was great. I was real excited about it.
Okay.
Paul Rainville was here. He runs the Legion. His question was about the mold, but everyone, and I thought everyone was asking proactive, forward-thinking, productive questions.
Okay.
Concerns were of the exterior siding, it's original with square peg nails, that it be preserved as well.
Yeah,
The
there was
windows.
the windows, the two
Yeah.
doors, they wanted to make sure that the two doors were kept,
Yeah,
all that.
Yeah,
kind of
those are all discussions that we would have probably with
Yeah.
historical before we did anything, and we'll get that historic
Right.
preservation on it, so,
it was
Yeah.
nothing adversarial, it was all,
Yeah.
a group effort almost.
Very-
okay.
very
Are
good.
there any other things that you think we will have to address at town meeting that weren't addressed in the paperwork or in the, Is there anything,
Hard to say
anything that came up research-wise that we need to do for homework beforehand? Since that's coming up.
I don't really think so. I mean, my question actually gets to be though seed money, like we're donating the property.
Mm-hmm.
How much more do they want?
Well, it's not really about that. It is, we don't have to give anything, but it is typical to donate something based on the other projects that I've seen. And because it's an affordable project and because we have the CPA funds to do it, we can choose to or choose not to. It
Mhm.
will be a call of the trust.
Okay. Alright.
They are a nonprofit,
Yeah, no,
so yeah. That's, we can decide that at the time. So
Mhm.
there's no mandatory. They are not asking for the money. I don't think they have an expectation of the funds. It's more that typically
it does.
that's
It
what
happens.
happens, which is why that's why I've presented that that's an option, because the projects that I read about have
Okay.
contributed.
In terms of the septic, I did finally get a capacity number from the fire department, which would be 80. And that would support, if the calculation goes as we hope with the Board of Health and they approve whatever other contingencies, such as there'll be variances and whatever not. If all that goes well, then it looks like it could support a 3-bedroom as they laid out, which is kind of nice.
Okay, so we're in pretty good shape
Mhm.
with that, presenting that as the
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
Yep. The engineer's confident with that. I guess that's it. We kind of know what we want to request in terms of recipients, or what do you call it?
Yeah.
The homeowner, future homeowner.
Yeah.
I thought we would add first responders as well. Berlin first responders, or first responders thereafter that,
Okay.
because those are people that need to be local, that I know have a very hard time being local.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
This does fall under truly affordable though, so there is a lower income threshold, I believe, than there would be for even a regular affordable. It's not that income level that you're seeing for 40Bs. It's gonna be lower than that.
Wow, lower than that.
Lower than that.
What is that? Ish.
I don't.
Like, so relative to
Mine was
this,
17 years ago, so we're not gonna quote me
Yeah.
on what it is.
this is affordable, friendly affordable.
Right, this is 100% AMI
Yeah.
or
And-
lower.
And that would be lower.
Right,
Like-
like, what is it, like 60% AMI?
Yeah.
60,
That
Think
sounds
so.
that sounds right.
That
Well, then
sounds
that's
more in line with, yeah.
very hard to do unless they have like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
they're the only breadwinner and they have a few kids or something.
But that's, if you want to talk about truly affordable in town, we probably have none. So this would be one.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, they set that at that time.
Mhm.
We're not gonna set that income level. They're gonna set that based on
The numbers
on how they do their lotteries for their homes.
I'm just concerned that they can offer it at a price that someone truly affordable can get into it.
I don't.
Cause there's a lot of work there,
Yeah,
a lot of work.
but
Oh.
that's part of the process.
Mhm.
Is it's a community built, so all that work goes in. And when the family is ready to move in, they have either worked on the home or they've worked for the store that they have. and put in their hours, and the home is rehabbed when they get it. It's not like they move in and then have to fix everything.
Right,
Yeah.
but the cost of these repairs is pretty big. I mean, there is a structure there, but you do need a
But-
well.
But that's
you
not,
need a
that's not
septic.
our problem.
Right,
That is not our problem. That is the problem of whoever responds to the RFP. That is not our problem.
Right, cause it'd be no different if it was like a complete new build.
Right.
And they needed all those things too. Like, this will probably be less than what a new build would be ultimately.
I'm assuming that they
Well,
they
there's-
were, at least Habitat was enthusiastic about the property for a reason.
Hmm.
They have done many, many, many of these. If they did not feel that this was a good candidate and this would work, they would not have told us that this was a good candidate and they'd really like to do it.
Yeah.
They had people crawling around in there. They are very well aware. They have the facilities report. They have all of the information that they need and still have indicated that they will respond to this RFP. So I'm gonna let that be their problem, not ours.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, anything else on that right now? Or, are we ready to talk about town meeting and how we want to do that? My general thought was from Housing Trust that certainly Beth and possibly Kate, if you wanna speak, I think that,
I'm not
that the
a
two of
public
you would,
speaker,
neither am I.
So,
But,
I don't think
I
it would
think-
be in our
okay.
best interest for
Yeah.
me to.
Okay.
If Beth would do it, she did a fantastic job.
She did.
I mean,
Beth will do it,
I
yeah.
certainly will be there if,
Okay.
you know, if there's anything I could possibly add, but she's fantastic on her feet. So, I mean, I wouldn't wanna fumble that ball. Really.
Yeah. I think you bring a valuable perspective that's a little different than Beth's, so I think it would be valuable for you to speak if you can, but if you don't want to, you don't have to.
Yeah, I probably don't want to, but, you know.
But I just want you to know that I think you would do a fabulous job
Well,
and you bring
thank
a
you.
good perspective, so.
I think I have, a good expectation anyway for it,
Good.
so. But it's presented by the select board, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we have our committee support, or our board and committee supports,
The only one, yeah.
pretty well done. I mean, that usually speaks a lot,
Mhm.
and,
We have one unknown and one who decided not to vote. So we have two committees that don't have an opinion yet.
well, but they haven't opposed it.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
and that's,
And
So that's, I mean, I think
And I
everything
don't-
else is
I don't think
positive,
it's-
so.
my opinion is historic will not oppose it. I think
No.
they're in favor of the historic preservation of it. So,
yeah, I think that's a matter of sometimes the town has to make choices,
Yeah,
and we
No,
can't do everything.
I think it's gonna be good. I think
so,
it's gonna be
and
fine.
did Habitat, are they marking their calendar for that?
I
or-
will reach out to Carolyn again, but I know that I did let her know, and hopefully she or someone else will be able to attend.
Great. So, I mean, I don't know what else is left
Okay.
on that.
Okay,
I
I
mean,
can
the
make,
finance committee, but they hadn't had a meeting or something.
yeah,
Yeah,
And-
that was the other one.
That was the
of
one-
those that we
yeah.
haven't
They are
heard back
meeting
yet.
now,
They were
but-
gonna get back to us,
Right.
so.
Oh,
Yeah.
and rec.
No, we got
No,
rec.
rec was on.
Yeah, everybody else was,
Everybody else supported it, so
Finance.
I'm not really,
yeah, no, I think
I think it's gonna roll.
as long as, it doesn't
I can ask Kristen when finance is meeting.
late.
Yeah, I don't think,
From a financial standpoint, this is a good one for the
Yes.
town, so I don't anticipate finance having a
Yeah, like,
an
yes,
issue.
please let us spend more money on this house, right?
Yeah, I think if you're looking at fiscal responsibility, I think we win that argument
Right.
pretty handily.
So I guess my last question is, when do we look into the historic?
We can't
Um,
actually do anything with that until we
We
have
have
it in hand, because the town can't own it.
Yeah.
So the sort of the minute it passes to us, that's the next step.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know what's involved in that. Maybe I'll,
Beth actually
yeah.
looked at that and contacted the folks at the
So it
state.
seems there won't be any really barriers.
I don't
Like,
think
we
so.
keep promising this historic thing,
Yeah,
but
she
can we
the
deliver?
guy she said the guy knew exactly what we were talking about, and it really just comes down to
paperwork.
paperwork.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't anticipate any issues with that, other than it may take a little bit of time.
Time, yeah. Good.
So if the town votes on it in November
Mm-hmm.
and we get it, how long does it take to do that transfer? Is it like, bing, now it's ours?
I'm assuming, well, nothing is fitting.
I know.
Like,
I'm just
nothing
like-
is. The town meeting would have to be certified, I believe.
Okay.
So they have to do their stuff. It has to go through the AG. Then we would have to, the select board has to do the paperwork to sign it over. So,
January?
no. I can tell you that the one from May is not certified yet, as far as I'm aware.
The town meeting is not certified.
Yeah. So,
What needs to be done to get it certified? It's November.
the town clerk has to send things to the AG and sometimes to the legislature. This would be the AG. The AG has to approve.
So it's
all of the
down
things that we've
in
done.
AG land right now?
It's in AG land right now, yes. And we were close. I know we were close, but I don't know that we were quite there. So, think several months.
Okay.
And
So
there was a glitch,
The May
but
meeting, we might have that done if we,
yes.
okay.
Think
Okay.
more of that, and
That-
be pleasantly surprised if
If
it's
it
not
comes
that
back
long.
All right, that gives my expectations of
But
the
in the
timeline.
meantime, there's things we can do,
Mm-hmm.
We
like
can start
prepare our
get
We can-
RFP.
Yeah,
all
and we
ready
can
to go.
probably do like the paperwork that needs to be submitted
Mhm.
for the thing,
Mhm.
and put the RFP together and all of those things. I think we
Have
could
it ready
certainly
to
have it
go,
ready,
right?
and then pull the trigger as soon as
As we get the.
we
yeah.
get the thing.
Mhm.
So I think
Okay.
if it goes through, I think we have work we definitely can do.
Great.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have Beth do that. The select board will also, they will be the ones who introduce it, but somebody from the trust has to get up, so. She knew we were gonna do this to her. She's not
She
gonna
did.
be surprised.
She asked
She
me
knew.
last time, and I
Yeah.
said no.
Yeah.
And she,
Yeah. And, do we have anything else? No?
So,
All right, our next meeting, I believe, is November 26th, which is that,
right before Thanksgiving.
Is that-
Can we not do that?
we cannot do that,
Yeah.
so do you
Because
want to,
we'll all be at
do we
town
want to-
meeting.
yeah, so we
and-
want to cancel
I
November?
would love to.
Okay, we're gonna run into the same issue in December, it's gonna be the day before Christmas, so
No, it's
maybe
gonna
we
be
can
oh, wait.
plant something in the middle there, like, first couple
Yeah.
weeks of December,
Yeah, that might be good.
just to,
'Cause,
Yeah.
I'm not
you're
gonna
here?
be here on Christmas Eve, I'm sorry. I'm not that
You're
kind of
sure?
kid.
No, I got.
we're such a lovely group, we could bring
You are.
cookies and.
You know, maybe if we get
No.
some hot
Secret
cider.
Santa.
You know?
Bring a candle.
Alright,
Like
so
on
is
mini-
there,
the table?
Have enough
like,
candles.
the first or second Wednesday, which would be preferable? Maybe the second Wednesday? What's the second Wednesday?
The 10th?
Does that sound not horrible?
That sounds not horrible.
It's probably okay.
yeah.
At 6 o'clock. Okay. there is nothing else, I will print out the handouts. Were the handouts good with everybody? Cause I can print
Mhm.
those for town meeting too.
Yeah, they're great.
Okay, and we will actually like put them on chairs, or somebody will stand there and hand them to people on the way in, so
I
that
can do that.
I don't throw a whole stack of things away that nobody has seen and have to get up and try to explain when there was this perfectly lovely piece of paper. So, okay, yes, so y'all are on handout or whatever, or putting them on chairs, and I will do that. Okay, so I will take a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
I
All right.